If you deeply study witchcraft, you'll eventually realize that ancient witches intuitively understood quantum entanglement long before modern science discovered it. You'll notice that they applied this knowledge in their rituals, demonstrating an understanding of how interconnected elements influence each other across vast distances. Quantum entanglement is the idea that particles of the same origin, which are connected, will always remain connected even if they are separated far apart. For this reason, if something happens to one particle, it affects the other, and the state of one particle automatically reveals the state of another particle. Ancient witches intuitively applied this concept in love spells that involved attracting a sexual or romantic partner. They understood that objects carrying a person's biological essence have a connection to that individual, and they realized that rituals performed on these objects would influence the person they originated from. If someone desired to make another person romantically interested in them, a witch employed a ritual using a physical link to the target. The witch would ask for the target's hair, saliva, or blood to create a small doll that represented the person. Once the doll was completed, the witch would chant incantations, anoint it with herbs, and sometimes mark it with symbols associated with attraction. To finalize the process, the witch would name the figure after the target, sealing its symbolic identity. After this, the person seeking affection would be given the doll and instructed to speak to it as though speaking directly to the target. They were asked to whisper sweet words and express their desires to the doll. The belief was that by influencing the doll, the influence would extend to the target because the doll carried the person's biological and energetic essence. Many modern occultists still claim that the ritual works, and it is used by elite members of the society. They describe it as a form of mental or energetic influence founded on the idea that all human minds are connected. According to them, the ritual works because it helps the practitioner focus intention, emotion, and imagination toward a specific person. They argue that the true power of the ritual comes from suggestive persuasion rather than the doll. The doll is simply a symbolic link, a tool that concentrates the mind and gives the ritual a physical form. Human beings are highly sensitive to thoughts and emotional signals, even when they are not communicated directly. When a practitioner repeatedly visualizes a target thinking, feeling, or acting in a certain way, this intention reaches the target and influences their thoughts. This is why you might call someone and they tell you that they were just thinking about you. Although this practice is effective, it has a scary part. The doll can slowly become alive because focusing intense emotions on it gives it life force energy. The doll becomes a negative energetic presence because the practice is founded on dark manipulative energy. It might then start causing terrifying dreams on an individual, and it might even start feeding on their life force energy to maintain its aliveness. This results in the practitioner feeling constantly anxious and tired. As more life force energy accumulates within the doll, the practitioner may start to feel that the doll has a will of its own. They may notice that it starts appearing in places where they don't remember putting it. At first, they may blame their own forgetfulness. But over time, the incidents become too frequent to ignore. Several movies about haunted dolls are inspired by stories connected to such rituals. Anyway, the practice of love spells is a real effective ritual that has been practiced for centuries and is still practiced today. However, spiritual masters warn against it because of its manipulative nature and its ability to create an energetic presence with a will of its own. Such rituals are the reason why the church banned witchcraft during the medieval era, claiming that genuine affection grows naturally when two people freely choose each other, not when one tries to control the will of the other.